Wanda is considered one of the most passionate and positive people you'll ever meet, both personally and professionally. Her inspirational mentoring, sales, and customer service training has dubbed her to be Wanda D, the Motivational Queen. She launched Wanda D TV, a revolutionary online real estate talk show where local businesses and community leaders discuss their services, issues, and concerns. Wanda is passionate about helping people achieve their goals and dreams. She has gone on to pursue many passions, including her I Am Enough talk show, having a seat on the West Georgia Board of Realtors, author of inspirational and motivational books, and also a strong supporter of several nonprofit organizations within her community. Wanda believes that there's no such thing as bad decisions, only regrets of not making the right attempt. For speaking engagements or to book her for your next event or conference, please visit www.IamEnough365.com.
Go through with PTSD also, I'm ex-military, but I learned how to turn it into microphone techniques. So I'm gonna freestyle and then I'm gonna tell y'all a little something, because Wanda D told me to freestyle. Say, I am enough.
I am enough.
I am enough. Hard with the drums. I am enough.
I am enough.
I am enough.
I am enough.
I come from the boogie down, south side of town. MCs like me, we come incredible. See, I've been spending so much time in my head. Grab the microphone, but you hear what I just said? I got skills, rocking on the mic, I pay bills all the time. Rapping on the beat with the rhyme. I'm coming off the top of my mind. I do this all the time. This is how I grind. I am enough.
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 I am enough. Times right now totally rough. Every time I'm dealing with this stuff, I grab the microphone and I don't bluff. And when I hold the microphone, I'm like the bluff. Sit back and watch the crowd rock. I grab the microphone non-stop. Blast the microphone is, I got a bonus to grab this mic and do just what I like. Too much hesitation, I had to take a turn. Sit back, relax, so I can unwind. Messing with my mind. Now I gotta come out here and show this one time that I could unwind. Say a little stuff that was on my mind. And this is how we do. Are y'all with me? I'm with you too. Say, I am enough.
I am enough.
Say, I am enough.
I am enough.
Come on, times are tough and you know it's rough, but say, I am enough.
I am enough.
Say, I am enough.
I am enough.
I am enough.
I am enough.
I'm from the Bronx, baby. Alright.
In the ATL.
In the ATL. Come on in. Come on in. It is time. This is the I Am Enough talk show where your dreams matter. Our special edition, day 2 of Black History Month celebration. So what I need you to do right now, if you are on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button. If you're on Facebook, please share, invite, start a watch party, share right now. Let people know that it is on. I'm super excited. Thank you for joining us today. Now, it's Black History Month. So my question is, what exactly does Black History Month mean to you? Everybody can chime in and answer that question. And if you got some Black history facts you want to leave in the comment section, that'll be great. I'm going to try to get to your comments, but if I'm not able to get to them, please just charge it to my head and not my heart, okay? But I want you to know that I appreciate you taking out the time to be here with us today. I have a phenomenal guest because, that's what I told you I was going to do. I was going to bring you all the great people that I can find. And I have more great people, but I know I can't get them all, but I'm working hard. I'm working hard on it. So I definitely need you to do hashtag Wake Up Winning, hashtag I Am Enough. Please invite your guests. Please invite your friends and family. And also just, share to them. Just let them know what's going on. This is sponsored by 1044 Pro, your lifestyle enhancement bar, waiting for you. If you would like a free sample, all you got to do is inbox me and I'll get you a free sample out. So without further ado, I kind of played around with this thing, Black History Month, and I said, Wanda, what difference can I make in this celebration? So what I decided to do was I decided to make a commitment to come to you every day at noon. And that's why this is our noonday special edition. And my goal is to raise the vibration and also to add a sense of pride and sense of community. I believe that if one of us wins, then we all can win. And if you're winning, then it's your responsibility to help other people win. So some things that I do is I help people kind of get organized and stay. I hold your feet to the fire. So once you say that you want to complete a task, I want to help you do that. And I also help people in the space of, we do books, we do collaborations. So this one gentleman that I'm going to bring to you today, he was a part of our latest book collaboration. And I was just speaking with him a moment ago, and he was telling me how cold it was. And I just want to say, thank God that I'm in the warm county. Okay. I just first want to put that out. I even said yesterday when I was doing my walk, I said, I'm going to appreciate summer more this year because that wind was whipping around my face. And although I had on a nice, fuzzy, comfortable hat, I was still cold. And he said that they're going to get a couple inches of snow. So I'm just saying, I'm thanking God that I'm in Georgia. Okay, so do me a favor, hashtag where you're from. Tell me where you're tuning in from so we can give your city, state, or country or Providence a shout out because we want you to know how much we care about you. Now, if I'm looking down, it's just because I'm multitasking, okay? So I'm trying to do a couple things at one time, but we get ready to get this party started. So as I was saying, our guest today is part of our latest book, Wake Up Winning No Matter What, Volume 2, Losing is Definitely Not an Option. And he hails from West Philly right now in the cold country. But let me just tell you a little bit about Ronald Coward. He was born in upstate New York to Caribbean parents, and I definitely want to talk about how that experience is with being the youngest sibling of 3 children. In his early teenage years, he discovered his passion for cooking and baking. Little did he know that he would have gotten the chance to pursue his dream after being accepted in the Le Cordonnier Bleu College of Culinary Arts School in Miami, Florida. He has progressed steadily in his career while finding happiness in education and educating and inspiring people all around him. Although he is deeply rooted in the art of culinary, he is in the process of repositioning himself to become a speaker, motivational speaker, and a transformational coach. Now, one of Ronald's favorite quotes is, never miss your chance to inspire and never miss your chance to be awesome. So let's meet Mr. Awesome himself coming to the stage. Woo, in the crowd.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you.
King.
What a welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me on there.
Absolutely. It's so good to see you. So tell the people a little bit more about you. I'm gonna move out your way so you can let them know a little bit more about you.
As she introduced me earlier, I'm from a place from upstate New York. It's called Poughkeepsie, small town. I lived there for about a third of my life, and then I moved down south a lot, Florida, Georgia. I spent some time in the Cayman Islands. I attended the Le Cordon Bleu in Miami, Florida. I did that for about 2 years, and right after that, I went to go work at the American Airlines Arena with the Miami Heat. I traveled. Culinary kind of took me all over, though. Culinary took me from to different states, so I really got a chance to enjoy the people that I work with, and I really got a chance to actually get my feet stable on inspiring people and educating people in different areas of life. And culinary will do that. It puts you in a position to where you wear multiple hats. You're not just a chef. You're not just, I want to think of it like a barber. Your barber is going to be like everything to you. So I had a chance to do that, through culinary. But, as I move forward, I realized that, cooking is a part of me. It's just who I'm going to, it's something that's in me and I'll always do it. But I really just want to inspire people. I want to motivate people. So as I transition over to the transformational coach and to a public speaker, motivational speaker, I find that really just gives me a great amount of joy because we don't know who's dealing with what. And, if I get a chance to speak with you, I get a chance to know you, get to know your story. And then, I possibly get a chance to help you, or you can help me. Maybe by your stories, you can inspire me. So I think by just listening to people, you get a chance to either inspire or be inspired. So I really love that.
I love that too. And you said something, because we always, when we live in this life, we always get the opportunity to help one another. So as you're helping other people, they're definitely helping you. One of my friends, she takes care of the elderly, and she would always often say how what a joy it was for her to just be there sitting with them, just to hear stories of the past and how it had influenced and changed their lives and what brought them to that point. Now, we're in this month of Black History. So I guess my question to you is, what does Black History Month mean to you, if anything? Does it have any type of significance on your life?
For me, it's a celebration. It's a celebration for the people who came before us, and it gives us a chance to honor the people who are among us right now. We really get a chance to look at all of our achievements and look at the people who are actually making a difference right now. So as we see, the times have changed, so the fight has changed a little bit, and the quality of living has changed significantly. But it really gives me a chance to look at all the greatness around us. I think in February, we automatically go back to the 1800s or even the early 1800s and see what people have achieved. But a lot of times I do see people forget the people who are making a difference right now. So how I take Black History Month, it gives me a chance to acknowledge the people, give them their flowers while they're still here, about what they're doing and how they're making an impact in life, and the impact not just in your community or in your area, but actually all around the world, because we're all spread out. So, for me, Black history goes all over the world. We celebrate it in February in this country. But for anybody who's in the army or who just moved to a different country, we get a chance to acknowledge them and see how they're making a difference in areas that they live in. So I take it as a celebration.
Absolutely. And I know that like we do celebrate it here, being that you were raised by Caribbean parents, was there any type of or any different traditions that your parents lend to you during this time, or just how was that climate at home?
Growing up in a Caribbean household, it's a little different. You typically, you won't really celebrate Black History Month. It's not like we're dedicating a month to it. We typically celebrate the culture all year round. As far as being Caribbean, we typically celebrate that all year round. And if you go to any island, you'll see it's a bunch of holidays. They have way more holidays than we have that they actually get off work for and they close school for. I still have a couple of friends back there, and they're like, "Oh, we got the day off work." I'm like, "For what?" It's like you guys only work 100 days out of the out of the year. But they celebrate as you see with Carnival and something that in my mother's home country, in the Cayman Islands, they have Pirates Week, which is a week of just celebrating, and each district comes out and they have their own floats and stuff like that, and they just kind of represent where they're from. So it's really just a year-round type celebration. You're celebrating the love, and even when you go to when I lived in the Cayman Islands, I didn't know how friendly it was until I came to America, and I see that things were different. And then when I went back, everybody is not to say it in a bad way, everybody's more connected. I can be walking down the street and see somebody having a barbecue, and I can just walk in and they'll make a plate for me. And it's just everybody needs to eat and then you get a chance to hear their stories. They're either usually playing dominoes or cards, and they'll have a big pot of soup going along with food. But you get that feeling of family and togetherness. So they really celebrate that on a daily basis. They don't use the month, but they use their celebrations and they go above and beyond with it, like how we do with History Month here.
I love it. I love that. And it kind of remember the movie, what was it, Poetic Justice, when they got out of the van and they said, "We're gonna pretend like this is our family," and they walked up and they're like, "What up, cousin?" And they started eating and stuff. "Oh yeah, you so and so's child." Yeah. So I can imagine that's how it is, right?
That's exactly how it is. You can walk up and they always make plenty, and it's always a plenty amount of love going around. And it's a wonderful place to be. I really enjoy living there. It's a very small island, but I really enjoy living there just because I take advantage of the beaches every single day. I guess when you're born and raised there, it's kind of I can see it any day. But I was raised there for a little bit and then I left, so I got a chance to see different things. But I really like being there. You really get a chance of like the feeling of the family, the feeling of like the mom and pop places for restaurants. So you're
Mm-hmm.
getting like you're getting that good quality food, and everybody puts love in everything they do.
Right, right, which is very important. And that's why this month, or I should say this, just this conversation, because every conversation that we have in life, it does something, I believe, to the universal shift. So when you're having these positive conversations, we're like depositing these positive messages into the universe, which will help touch us in a way where we can have these either fond memories of the past, our childhood, like those happy thoughts, what made life so special back then. So what has been to date, what has been your most memorable influence in your life to date?
I would say it would have to be May 28th, 1963. The World War sitting in Mississippi, in Jackson, Mississippi. Um, as I go over that day and I read more about it and I study more about it, I see the pictures and we see the violence that comes from that, right? We see the hatred and everything that was put upon those three people, that were three students that were sitting there in from Tulu College. And but what I take from that was, they were saying I won't be moved, that I'm taking my rightful seat at the table. And
Mm-hmm.
there was a gentleman there, Mr. Norman. He was like brutally attacked. He was beaten the head. He was beat unconscious, and while the police just looked what was going on, and he was just really saying that this is where I stand. I'm not going to be moved, and this is my right place at the table. And I agree with that, because what I take from that was I'm good enough to shop at your stores and buy things at your stores, but I can't eat at the lunch counter. So it took a lot of bravery, and I take that from those students. Whenever you're moving forward and you're trying to overcome any obstacle, it's going to take some courage, it's going to take some bravery. Nothing is going to be easy that is worth it. So when I see that, I think everybody sees the violence and the hatred going on, but I see the love that's saying I'm fighting for the future. And that's a lot of us, we don't see that. We don't see that they were really literally fighting for the future. And we can take it
Exactly.
as, and even when we see protests now, we don't look at it like that. We just say we're protesting against the injustice and everything like that. But what we can really take, or what I take from that, is I'm fighting for a better future, for my great grandkids to be able to enjoy the the simple things that is just, given to other cultures. I'm not gonna get too much into that, but I just feel that whatever's worth fighting for, you're gonna have to stand up for, and it's gonna take some courage, it's gonna take some bravery. So that
Yeah.
influenced me the most.
Hmm. Wow. And that's a way to look at it, because I guess in everything is always a good, bad side to everything. That's just the complexities of life. But somebody definitely has to pay the price. And so when I think about, our ancestors and what they did, and the struggles that they went through, and it's for us to have even sharing this opportunity right here, because who knew 50 years ago that we would be on a device like this? And even though we can't reach out and touch each other, we still have the way to communicate, and our voices now are even more impactful, empowered, because we're touching people all around the planet, not just in your community. So things like, and I know you have a very prominent YouTube channel, like your YouTube channel and your Facebook, and when you go live and when you bring these beautiful messages of love and hope and inspiration, these are, people fought for this. They fought for to have these voices that we have today. So just how is it now that you've kind of settling in your space, and you're getting very comfortable? Congratulations, you just came out with your first book as a co-author. So
Thank you.
just congratulations to that. What are some of the other things that you do to help people win?
I use my voice. Since I was young, I always wanted to, like, I always motivated people. I always encouraged people. I never see the need to tear anybody down, because it doesn't do anything. And I'm more outspoken now as far as more platforms that I'm on. So I use my voice to encourage that love and encourage people to, like, see it from different perspectives, see what they're dealing with. We can look at the bully and see, well, you're a bully person, but there's times I go talk to that bully and just say, hey, what's going on with you? And a lot of times we always want to blame that person, but we have to figure out what's going on with them too, why they're reacting that way. So I'm the person, I like to meet in the middle. I want to meet in the common ground, because this gives us a chance to actually come together and be able to get to know each other. And then we can see, like, hey, I was acting a character, that probably wasn't cool to do that. So, I'm sorry for that. And this brings opportunities for us to apologize and for us to grow. So as you said something earlier, like, somebody has to pay the price for it. I agree. Somebody has to pay the price for it. But when we're in a position to be able to, that we have somebody pay the price, now we have to invest in a better future. So the people before us, they paid the price for us to be able to invest in that future. And, that's what I do. I'm investing in people. Whenever I see somebody that's, I can help out, or I can, give them some love and just give them some encouragement or some advice, I'm going to invest in them. And they may not use that advice right away. And that's okay, because maybe it's not meant for them to use it right away. I'll plant the seed, and then somebody will come along and water it, and somebody will come along and nurture it. But, when it comes to that, just, we have to use our gifts. We have to use our superpowers, and because we're all superheroes, and whatever your superpower is, use those powers and, help individuals that are falling short in an area where you're actually like the Man of Steel, or, Queen Sheba, whatever it is. Use your superpowers in that sense.
Yeah. Funny story is when my grandson, when he was about 4 years old, I had picked him up from daycare, and he told me, he said, Granny, I have a superpower. And I said, yeah, I know. He said, you know what it is? And I was like, no, like, tell me. And he said, it's kindness. My superpower is kindness. And this was coming from a 4-year-old. So, so then after that, we dubbed him the King of Kindness. And that's Aiden Rashawn Moore is noted as the King of Kindness, which he's told me that at 4 years old, and now he's 9. So, it's so that was just so special in you saying that, because I definitely agree with you wholeheartedly, is that we all have these superpowers, and you're using your superpower to help us eat better. I know you said you have a cookbook that you got in the works as well. You want to tell us a little bit about when that'll be out, or how are you putting that together?
I'm still putting that together. I'm still working on autobiography right now, so that one is still in the process.
Well, I can't wait to for it to come out. I'm excited about it. And in your book, part of being a part of the collaboration, Wake Up Winning No Matter What was one of the reasons why you even came on to that project?
I feel that when you get a chance to tell your story, you're telling people that they're not the only one going through what they're going through. A lot of times we sit in sin, we sit in this suffering because we feel like we're not good enough. And there's nobody who we can read their story or hear their story, but like, you know what, I was going through the same thing too, and this is how I overcame it. So telling my story gives me the opportunity to connect with other people and have them connect with me, so I can inspire them and can inspire me, and we can learn from each other. And this is so essential, not just in the Black community, but just in any community, to be able to connect with one another, because we're all human, and we're all gonna fall short in something. Like I said, where you're weak at, I may be strong. So by me telling my story, it gives a person a chance to know that, you can overcome these things, and it may not be tomorrow, but you can start building these blocks and putting things in order to where you can, jump over that and then move on to the next obstacle. And these things are there to strengthen us. They're never there to hurt us. But if we sit in it, then we're just saying that, I'm defeated, I'm destroyed, because this thing took everything from me. We have to learn that, everything that you're going to go through in life, you can form as a weapon to be able to move forward. You can use to prosper. So we just have to know how to keep the proper mindset and to know how to look at it differently, because it's going to be different ways you can look at it. And it's how you perceive it, how you want it, how you want your future to look.
Absolutely. Perception. So let's acknowledge our guests. We had quite a few people tune in. I just want to give a shout out to Jeremy Johnson, aka Jada Prince. He shared it in Conversations and Cocktails. Gentlemen of Valor and Distinction. That's another group that he shared it in, and also on the Jada Prince channel. Thank you, Joel, for tuning in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. He said it is alive. It is live. Okay, yes. Thank you so much. Thank you, Tatiana the Don. She'll be on Friday. She's an artist out in Detroit. Shout out to the D. Yes. Hi, Lotus Rashay says hello. And also, Lisa Stringer is watching right now. She says, real talk to what you were saying a moment ago. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys, and thank you for sharing this information out. I am talking to Ronald Coward. He is one of our co-authors of Waking Up Winning No Matter What. He's also a famous chef over here in West Philly, but you're going to be relocating soon, right? I heard it. Birdie told me.
I need to get back down south because it's too much snow for me up here. It's way too much. I'm not trying to get stuck in the snow or stuck in the ice again. So I have to move back to where I can put a coat on during the winter time, but I don't have to feel. I think right now it's about 24 degrees outside.
Wow.
And chilling about 15.
And how much snow do you have so far?
Today is 1 to 3 inches. Yesterday was about another 1 to 3 inches, and then we're snowing for the next 2 days. So I'm kind of ready to move back. I'm ready to move back to where, it's mostly hot.
Yes, I do not miss that at all. Well, in closing, King, how is it that you want us to connect with you? Let me go back here to your batter. Look, Lisa said, come to the ATL. Yes, Lisa, tell them, come to the ATL where it's always well. Where it's always well. So they can connect with you. Please go over to the Transformation Chamber channel on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button, ring that bell so you'll know when he goes live. He goes live quite often on there. And also you can follow him on Facebook. Any last words that you want to leave our viewers with as it relates to Black History Month?
Remember that we're all doing our part. And even though it may seem very small to you, we all have something to add to society. We all have something to add to this month, and we all have something to add to the progress of us as a people, as a culture. So no matter how insignificant you may think what you're doing it's actually adding something very significant to the bigger picture. So never think that, you're not enough. Never think what you're doing is not enough, because it's just adding to the whole thing. So keep being awesome, keep sharing your superpowers. And, we're all going to be in the book. Like, we may not be in every single book, but we're all going to be in the book. We'll all be remembered, so let's just keep moving forward and keep growing as a culture and just keep being awesome, keep being great.
I love it. I love it. I wanted to read, this is what you said in the book. You said, winning is a mindset achieved by those who see opposition as the teacher of the dream, understanding that it's the process of one who is becoming. I like that, because definitely that just speaks to life, being that we're always becoming. So I want to just say thank you, King, so much for coming and having this beautiful chat with me today. Day 2 of our Black History Month celebration. We are Black History. So guys, I want to tell you about some things that's coming up here very soon in March. Let's see, March the 5th. So March the 5th and 6th, I want you to mark your calendar. We are having a Unleashing the Power conference. This is put on by World Women's Conference and Awards. And I'm offering something very, very special. And for this week only, for the first 20 people that register for the event, you will receive a free gift. Please, all you have to do is register and then inbox me and say, hey, I've registered, and receive that free gift that I have for you. This is March 5th and 6th. Now on March 5th, we're going to be having our conference. Some very powerful people will be bringing you information on how to market your business, how to become a real estate investor, how to build sustainable relationships, just a whole gambit of things that help us grow as individuals, both in our personal and our professional lifestyle that we want to obtain. So I want to encourage you. It's March the 5th and 6th. On the 6th, we're having an expo. So anyone that is listening, that you have a business, that you have a service, a product that you want to promote, you can come and be a part of our expo. You'll have the opportunity to talk about your products. You can make sales right there. You know, you can bring us your funnel so then people can connect with you and get your products or services right there from you at our expo on Saturday. Now, lastly, if you are interested in purchasing a copy of our book, all you have to do is go to our main website, wakeupwinningvolume2.com. You can scroll through and you can see all of the co-authors involved. You can then select which co-author you would like to buy a book from. Maybe you like to buy a book from all of them. I don't know. But you make that decision, and that information is at wakeupwinningvolume2.com. That's wakeupwinningvol2.com. So it's me, still here, Wanda D, the Motivational Queen, and I just want to thank you for joining us today as we celebrate Black History Month. This is our day 2. I'll be back tomorrow bringing you Miss Charmaine Moss. She is the founder of Real Women Atlanta magazine here in Atlanta, and she's doing some amazing things throughout the community. So she'll be bringing you her perspective of what Black History Month means to her, and we'll be right back here tomorrow at 12 o'clock. So until then, peace, love, and light, and I'll see you soon. I love you, and there is absolutely nothing you can do about it. Bye for now. Hey y'all, it's me, Wanda D, the Motivational Queen, your accountability coach, helping you get it done. What is it that you need to get done? I can help you get on the media and make more money. Get that exposure you're looking for. So come see me. Check me out all social media under Wanda D Hollis, yes, my government name. And you can also follow my website at IamEnough365.com. That's me, Wanda D, the Motivational Queen, and I look forward to seeing you soon.